elevators. Welcome to Podcasting is Forbidden in the Cloud Recesses, the only lesbian-hosted podcast about the Devil's Patriarch. I'm Roy, and I like rabbits.
And I'm Fallon, aka the Lonjingi Memorial 8-piece bucket.
He chicking!
He chicking boy.
It's funny
He's
chicking.
consistently chicking. He's funny chicking boy.
This man chicking. This boy
He's
chicking.
chicking and farting.
Oh, you're chicking and farting.
You're chicking.
You're chicking.
Just put it in his mouth.
Just put it in his mouth.
It's a great pacifier. Because once it gets in there, it's like once you pop, you can't stop. He's not even mad.
I'm picturing him as a baby in, like, his little baby swing, and instead of a pacifier, he just has a fucking
little chicken wing.
Yeah, just a popcorn nugget.
He's got his little chicking, and he's feeling fine.
He's got his chicking, the air conditioner is on, they're playing his favorite Han Guang-jun.
The Han Guang-jun hits.
Yeah! It's Radio Han Guang-jun. We're talking about episode 28. It's also called season 3, episode 5. It's also called An Old Acquaintance.
An old acquaintance?
An old acquaintance. We pick up right where we left off.
Yeah, in media race, as they be doing to us, which I enjoy.
We like it. They're Naruto running.
They are Naruto running is the thing.
And, like, Mike Oldfield's Tubular Bells is playing in the background for some reason.
Dude, yeah, the battle music, I guess it's battle music. It's weird.
It's like see, I'm trying to do Tubular Bells, but it keeps turning into the Nier music from Death Note.
God.
It's the same shit. But yeah, it like cuts back and forth between shots of them Naruto running towards the homing signal that Wei Ying programmed into his piece of paper, and the person who's holding the piece of paper who's doing an evil smile, and damn if they ain't got some lip gloss on.
Wow, it's true. It's kind of popping.
It's kind of popping, and they're sipping too.
They are sipping?
Speaking of sipping, let's get this out of the way. What's the drink of the week?
Oh, get it out of the way, huh? You have respect for my drink of the week?
No. I mean, get it out of the way as in, like, while I'm remembering.
Now, here's the thing.
It's a good segue.
Here's the thing.
We
can wait a little bit for it because I just pulled it out of the fridge. It's a white wine.
Okay.
It's a Gewürztraminer and it's full-bodied, so it needs a little bit of time to cool down.
Okay.
So let's swing back around to the drink of the week. I'll do the whole thing. We'll give it 20 minutes, just a little kiss of room temperature to really
smooch.
get it to its full potential. Okay, and then I'll describe it. I'll take a little sip. It'll be lovely.
A sip or
but for now, she needs a moment or two to open up.
She's sitting and chicking and farting.
Not to be a pretentious piece of shit about it or anything.
So, well, this person with the good lip gloss is sipping, but I don't think they're sipping what is it? I'm looking at the thing. Arthur Mitz Gewürztraminer. I can't.
Gewürztraminer.
Yeah, that.
I think it's a Gewürztraminer.
Yeah, I'm looking it up on the Gewürztraminer. And,
yes.
but by the time Wei Ying and Wonky get there, nobody's there at the fancy table and chair by the creek.
They've abandoned it.
Yeah. And so Wei Wuxian is like, they beat us here, and, then
dip.
Dip. But then he's like, Han Guang-jun, you've never consumed content. You've never read a book. We
haven't reached this part in the plot arc yet.
Yeah, he's like, whoever this twink is, they're too slippery for us to catch right now. This isn't the series finale yet.
And Wonky says, listen.
Wonky say,
I'm going to bite you.
He says, I'm going to bite you.
He says, I'm going to bite you.
He's still silly drunk. His forehead ribbon is floppy, and he's too drunk to fix it.
He shows up. He shows up, and we get a shot of his head from the back, and you can already tell that his forehead ribbon is fucked up.
Gone off the shit that made Lan On come down the mountain.
Gone. gone off the shit that made the Magnolia House get built in the first place. And he
gone off the shit that made the incense burn.
He's off that shit. So I think
Wei Wuxian makes fun of him.
Wei Wuxian makes fun of him, and he's like, "Why don't you just take it off?" Oh shit! You actually are taking it off. Okay. He just says bet.
Yeah, exactly. That's what my notes say. He fucking Wei Wuxian says, "I think right now I'm going to sow," and then Wongi says, "Well, time to reap." And he takes his ribbon off, and Wei Wuxian makes comedy face, and Wongi makes antics face, and then we cut back to the inn where the little boys are doing underage drinking, and it's hilarious.
They're slurring. It's just the three little boys right now. Ouyang Shishan is
he went home.
He went home.
He called his dad to come pick him up because he got too scared to spend the night at somebody else's house.
He didn't want to drink with the boys. He was afraid of it because his dad told him that if he drank before he was 18, he would die.
He's me.
Yeah, exactly.
He just personally felt guilty about it. I can't in any good conscience do this. I can't in any good conscience have a drink.
I couldn't possibly do it now, could I? I couldn't. I couldn't possibly do it, Gav. I really couldn't bring myself to do it, so I had to go home. I did. I had to march myself right back to the flat. So I'm so sorry to my English friends and viewers, listeners.
It's okay. He's not actually English. He's comedy English.
He's comedy English is the thing. So if I butcher it, it's just because I'm playing into the genre.
So, and we know that he left because Jin Liang is like, Jing Yi is trying to have a celebratory good time because they almost died.
Jing is like, shit, dude, we're fucking...
He's so boisterous.
We just almost died, man. Can't we just have a good time right now? Like, why do we gotta fight?
He starts singing, "Why Can't We Be Friends?"
Why can't we be friends? Why can't everybody put your lighters up? Why can't we be friends?
It's just the same band that did Lowrider, hey. And then Jin Liang is like, man, shut up. And then he's like, Zizhan, give me another drink.
The funniest fucking thing is, like, he chastises Jing Yi and Sishui for not being able to handle their liquor.
Yeah.
And then he, like, is looking straight at Lan Sishui and he's like,
Zizhan.
Hey, Zizhan.
Refill my sippy cup.
Give us some more apple juice.
Give me this sparkling grape juice. And then Sishui's like, Zizhan went home, first off, and then Jin Liang is like, oh yeah, you're Sishui, you fail, I remember.
Oh yeah, you're Quinn. Whatever.
And then Jing Yi is like standing on a chair, and he's like, man, I'm partying. Even if Han Guangjun was here, I'd still be throwing it back, and it's comedy because right after that, Lan Wangji and Wei Wuxian appear behind him.
Yeah, it's like it was written for the timing to be perfect.
It's like it's funny comedy.
It wasn't written because this is real life, as we all know.
So we don't see Lan Wangji and Wei Wuxian doing their funny kink joke until after the little boys make the most scandalized looks imaginable.
Because he walks in, Wongi is...
We see them from like the shoulders up.
Bare head ass.
Yeah.
5 head ass. Fully headband tan line on display looking ass. And the kids are like, buh? Han Guangjun, where's your headband? And he's completely silent.
Yeah, he says nothing. He's just like walking a little bit of a ways ahead of Wei Wuxian. My next note is just Wei Wuxian lies. Because
he straight up just comes up with the first fucking thing that comes to his head. Oh yeah, you know what? The Han Guangjun just needed to take a walk.
Yeah, it's fine. It's regular.
Walk. He needed some air.
And they're like, what are you doing? And then we see that Wongi is leading Wei Ying around he has handcuffed him with the forehead ribbon. He's put him under arrest.
He's tied the forehead ribbon up about 19 times.
It's ridiculous.
He's knotted it. It's a straight line up.
I've only seen this quality of knot in, like, cables around my computer.
Yeah.
And the little boys are just all going, gasping. And, Jingy, of course, starts to be like, you can't do that or hate being sir. And then he gets a chicken wing funny stuffed in his mouth.
And Sishui is like, oh, you know what? That's so crazy. What a fun thing that I just learned.
That we can do
so
that
much that we can do that with our headbands, that it's normal. Thanks so much for teaching us how to be normal.
Thank you. You're so wise, Han Guangjun.
You're so wise and so normal, Han Guangjun.
And so Wongi, like, starts leading Wei Wuxian up the stairs to their hotel room, and Wei Ying decides to play 20 questions.
Yeah, he's like, what's the first one?
He asks, have you ever drunk any of your secret booze?
He said no.
And then he says, do you like Banui? And he says, yes. And then he says, how did you know it was me on Dafan Mountain? And he says, girl. He just says nothing. He's like,
and Wei Wuxian's like, oh, okay, selective listening. I understand now.
I see how it is. Okay. And then...
You're just gonna be a bitch about it. I get it.
Okay, so you're just gonna be like that. Okay. So then they get to their room and they open the door and uh-oh, headless zombie bust loose and attack. Uh-oh, it's fight time for scene.
He fighting. He's fighting big.
He Kool-Aid Man's out of the room.
The way Wuxian's like, we forgot to play Amber by 3:11 for one night. He gets like this.
We go one night without playing lo-fi chillwave hip-hop beats to relax to. One night.
Forgive me. Okay, please, in advance, I really don't. I'm not asking for a divorce when I make this joke. We didn't play the Gorilla Channel on the TV for him for one night, and it made him like this.
The Gorilla Channel!
Have you seen that?
No!
About when Drumpf was in office, one of the only things that could keep him calm when he got really angry was watching a channel that they had specifically curated, which was hours of gorilla footage, because he got upset the first night because he wanted to know where the Gorilla Channel was, and they got really confused. So they just made him a Gorilla Channel, and then he got upset again because there wasn't enough footage of the gorillas fighting. So then they just cut it down to footage of the gorillas fighting.
God.
It's not real. It's not real.
No, but that's fucking hilarious.
It's not real. And I'm sorry for comparing our man Daga to even remotely to Dumble to Drumpf, but
to the funny orange man.
They didn't play the Gorilla Channel enough for him.
Happy 1 year anniversary to the funny orange man getting COVID, by the way.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That was the best week of the last 5 years.
It was full of so much potential.
That was so good. Saluting that time. Anyway, so Gorilla Channel.
Sometimes with that shit, I can't remember what's real and what's not.
Yeah, they forgot to put on the VHS tape of Dog Sitter VHS.
God.
So he comes busting out. Hannibal busting through.
He's mad as fuck. He's swinging.
He like jumps down onto the first floor. And everybody's got to square up.
Yep, everybody's got to square up. But he really is only going for the little boy.
The littlest boy.
The little boy. He's only going for Jin Liang.
Only the littlest boy.
Only going for Jin Liang.
And Wei Ying does a brain blast about it, where he has a montage of all the times the evil arm went after baby Aliang, and he tries to go to attack the headless zombie man's, but he can't because he's funny still tied up. And
he's trying so hard.
And then he manages to like just kind of shuffle out of the way, and then two swords come flying in to save him.
It's Wongi, and it's also Big Boy!
And yeah, they come in, but this this headless corpse still, like, whips and nays clean out of the way of both of the swords. He's very agile.
He's not fucking with it. And we can see...
He says, yeah, but that backflip, though.
In multiple shots during this fight scene, we can see Lan Shichen looking over at Lan Wangji's bare-ass forehead and just going being like,
He's literally going, bruh.
He's going, bruh. What did he say? Bruh.
Keanu voice, bruh. So, like, they do some fighting. Wei Wuxian, like, jumps up into the rafters and chews the forehead ribbon off.
Yeah, he basically, he worms his way out of it. And they're just barely managing to keep Big Boy off of them while Wei Wuxian is trying to get free. But, you know, eventually he gets free and he starts tooting his shit.
He calls their swords Dustless and New Moon. And, because that's what the...
Isn't that...
New Moon is fine. There's nothing wrong with New Moon.
Just reminds me of the Twilight Saga.
The Twilight Saga Dustless.
Dustless could be an interim novella in the Twilight series. She's always motherfucking talking about how beautiful and pale like marble they are.
God.
So, gotta dust some marble, they gotta be dustless. I feel like it fits, okay?
We were talking about a Twilight AU in the Discord earlier this week. Or like some days ago. It's just true. Sorry about it.
I like it. Who's the Volturi?
Oh God, it's the genes, I guess.
Yeah,
or the winds, maybe.
It's a combination of all of them because they're vampires, so they don't.
Jig is sucking Winrohan's dick, probably.
Yeah. Wow. Worst couple ever award.
Yeah.
We love to see it. We also hate it.
We hate to see it. We love to see it, but we hate to see it. So, Wei Wuxian throws Wangi his Guqin, and Wangi does, like, the Guqin version of the Who guitar move, where he does the windmill with his arm before he does a big blong. Yeah.
They just do and it's them as a trio. It's Wangi and Shichen and Wei Ying. Jamming, making beautiful music, trying to calm Niaming Joy down.
Well, we don't know it's him yet.
Well, excuse me, trying to calm this big man down.
Yeah, and he eventually just falls over. Well, we get a few shots of Shichen just standing there being sad for a while before he finally gets his head back on and plays his flute. He's also headless in a way when you think about it. And eventually they get the corpse to pass out. When the dust clears, he's lying completely dead on the pavement. And fucking Wei Ying goes, "Hey, Lanjan, did you figure out who the corpse is?" And then he looks over, and Wangi is immediately going, me. Honk shoe. He fell asleep standing up like a horse.
He literally just leaning on his Gucci. He's fucked up, bro.
He's gone off the shit. Gone off the shit that made him bear light.
He's about to get a mustache drawn on him. He's about to get a mustache on his upper lip and a dick on his forehead. And it's gonna be his fault.
So he's sleepy.
So
and then we cut to okay, I forgot to go back and look at this again, but I can't quite tell because they cut to like either it's a little bit later and I don't know if they're in another room or not, or if they're just still in the like dining room of this inn, but either way they have the big corpse on the floor and he's just covered in talismans all over him because he's gone off the shit that made him chi deviate. Everybody's gone off the shit.
They're gone off the shits. I couldn't really tell, but they look a little more secluded. It's a little darker, I think.
Yeah.
And they're
Wangi's
like
sleepy. Oh yeah, there's a shot of Wei Ying like putting Wangi's forehead ribbon back on and adjusting his hair so his antennas are out.
Yeah, so he looks good.
Yeah, he's gotta be handsome when he's sleepy. He's
gotta be handsome. It was so crazy seeing him headbandless in that entire fight scene, I will say.
God. So it's just Wei Ying and Lan Shichen talking, and Wei Ying is like, well, this man, first off, First off, 3 words in this exchange changed my life. 7 feet tall.
7 feet tall.
7 feet tall. 7 of them.
7 of them.
He is 7 feet tall. Bro.
And he was basically able to divine the fact that this is probably Niu Mingdui. Just from how, because he got a hold of somebody's sword, and he started swanging.
He's slicing. There was like a shot of him. He has the sword, and he like looks at it with his no head, with the black swirlies that are taking the place of his head, and he looks at it, and he's like, and then he just starts slicing.
I'm about to do it.
Think I'm about to do it. Once again, he says, allow me to act hilarious.
Allow me to act hilarious.
So he's like, okay, so this man is 7 feet tall.
7
feet tall.
Okay.
He's built like a fucking lumberjack. He is goddamn jacked.
He's built like a lumber truck.
He's built.
He's
like,
not even a lumber truck. Jesus,
a lumber.
He's not a lumber track.
Yeah, that's what the lumberjacks used to work out.
And then they have once they're done, they go have a lumber snack. They got to get ready for the lumber attack.
They pack their lumber snack in their lumber pack.
That's right.
When they were kids in the 90s, they played with lumberjack. Stupid.
Yeah, they gotta stay in shape or else they'll catch a lot of lumber flack.
Yeah, or else they'll throw out their lumberbacks.
Really gotta keep those arms toned for their lumber wax.
Yeah!
And then, I mean, if they're extra hairy, they can go get a lumber wax.
Yeah, on their lumber sacks. So...
God! Making those lumber stacks.
Yeah, so they determine, or well, Wei Ying is like, well, it's gotta be Chifengzun. It was Niu Mingdui the whole time.
It's this man.
It's your boy. And Shichen is sad about it. And
he takes one look at the bulge in the pants.
And he knows.
With a grim clarity. He knows.
He knows! You don't forget a dick like that.
Sorry, I had to have a little treat.
That's what Shichen said the first time he saw his dick.
I had to have a little treat.
I had to have a little treat. Treast?
You know?
Remember how he was naked in the novel?
Naked! That's right, he was naked. I hate that they gave him so many clothes. I hate that they gave him a waist belt. I just want the inner robe. I want to see the curvature of it. I want to like a pair of gray sweatpants.
That's the thing. Like, I held no, delusions that I was going to get any manner of full frontal hog. Like they weren't going to do that. I knew they weren't going to do that, but like the fact that he has like an entire ripped up outfit is so fucking hilarious. Like, where did he get it from, first of all?
Jiggy had a limit. He was like, I gotta go find this man a robe. Jesus Christ.
I gotta preserve some of his dignity. I'm not that evil.
Here's a really fucked up thing to say.
Oh no.
He couldn't keep him naked because even though he was dead, he probably still couldn't. He would see that dick. He'd be like,
"What a damn! I did it to myself."
Damn. Oh, you know what? Maybe just one more for the road.
No. No.
I wouldn't put it behind him.
God, that's fucking horrible. He had to put the robe on him because he's looking at it and going, damn, dude, I really robbed myself of a good thing.
That's the only thing he feels guilty about.
Yeah. You gotta make sacrifices to succeed. I'm on my grind. So
All right.
So, Wei Wuxian, like, voices all of the brain math he's done about the clues they've gathered so far, which are that, like, whoever killed Daga and fargoed his soul has to have been familiar with the Qinghe ancestral tombs and the Gusulan sword techniques.
They must have been very close with the Lons.
Intimately acquainted with both with both sects. And since Daga parentheses corpse is only going after Jin Liang and quote-unquote Mo Xuanyu, who are both Jin's, Wei Wuxian is slamming the jiggy button. He's not saying it, but he is pressing the jiggy button. He's saying,
raising his eyebrows very high and looking straight at Lan Shichun. And he's saying,
yellow kinda sus.
Just thinking about it.
He's saying yellow extremely sus.
And Lan Shichun is like, I am certain you're not talking about my special little birthday boy.
With his eyes fully closed and his hands over his ears.
You are not talking about my little birthday boy right now. You cannot be talking about my special boy.
Yeah, he says green text implying.
Not my precious little guy.
Not my precious little sweet baby birthday boy. He would never do that.
Listen, nobody knows him like I know him, okay? I know he wouldn't do that.
He's my small bean.
He's my little cinnamon roll.
He's my little cinnamon roll, my small bean. My precious uwu bab. And, so then, like, it's still got the voiceover going, and it cuts to the three of them arriving at the discussion conference in Lanling, and they're going up, like, a magic stair lift. Up the humongous staircase. It just zooms them up, and meanwhile, the copy-pasted extras have to take the stairs.
Yeah, the peons.
Yeah, I paused it at this point to take a note, and I looked, and, like, I studied the extras for a second. I was like, yeah, these dudes are copy-pasted. These are the same dudes on either side. I said flip horizontal.
Fuck yeah, dude.
It rules. So, like, in the voiceover, Wei Wuxian is like, okay, dude, sure, I'm just saying, he did it, though. Like, I saw him vent. And
like you can plug your little ears all you want, Henny. You can close your little eyes all you want. You can go la 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 all you want, but it's not gonna change the fact.
I do not see it. Yep,
it's not gonna change the fact. No.
And while
he's just like, no, you know what? No, he wouldn't. I believe.
I believe in my special
little birthday boy.
He's my special little guy. He's just a funny little guy.
He's just a funny little guy.
Look at him. He's small and yellow. He's a minion. Wei Ying, come on.
Look at, how could you hate a minion? Look at him. He say banana.
Look at him. Look at him open his mouth and say banana.
With his little ponytail. Look at his just a little baby. Don't you want to just give a little Yankee room?
Look at him. He makes little three mouths. He's just a little guy.
Oh, he's just a little boy.
He's my little yeah. He's just a little guy. Just a little pure bean.
He's just my little bean. God. I do not want to do too many spoilers for future episodes. But I did see someone the other day mad at the Donghua.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Because the Donghua dared to make Jin Guangyao more evil. I'm like, bitch.
Here's the thing. He's the villain of the series, is the thing.
How else were they going to create? What else were they going to create to distract from the fact that they can't include the main crux of that entire, like, the culmination of that whole arc?
Yeah. Bro.
I don't get people sometimes, man. Like, I get loving a character. I get appreciating the gray area.
Yeah,
okay.
I mean, you're talking to the jiggy simp of the show.
Exactly. I understand that.
Yeah.
But it's you, honey.
Honey.
You can't get upset because they made the antagonist more overtly evil.
You can't
He's not...
Yeah.
They were like, he's become this, like, one-dimensional mustache-twirling villain. I'm like...
Are you sure, though?
They gave him one extra thing to do. And it does not even remotely change the content of his character. Dude, I'm so tired.
Every time somebody in this damn fandom comes out with a take, I age 800,000 years. I am so fucking old. Behold the ravages of age.
God, you can of course have your own opinions about whatever you want. And your own opinions about the Donghua.
But they're wrong.
But fucking listen! Some of them are gonna be wrong!
Some of your takes are wrong. You're not the one holding the fan that says correct takes on it. Sorry about it.
Listen. It's not our fault that we've received our information down from on high.
Listen, I'm sorry I have a juicy pussy.
It's not even MXTX telling it to us. It's God.
It's God.
Okay, so...
God said you do not have to apologize to anybody, Roy and Fallon. Your pussies are juicy. And you're correct.
We have the juiciest pussies in America! What the fuck are you gonna do about it? Jesus Christ.
What are we fucking talking about, Jesus?
Anyway,
one last thing though, yeah, as the resident Jiggy simp, fuck Jin Guangyao.
Jin Guangyao.
I hate him so much. He's the fucking worst.
I think it was fun that they did what they did with him.
He's fun.
We're gonna talk about it.
He's such a good character. He's Vriska.
Ooh. Yeah.
He's Vriska.
He's not quite as overtly antagonistically attention grabbing, but he's definitely
Yes, he is. You watched this. I'm not going to say it, but you watched the last episode. He's Vriska. He's
Vriska.
Yellow Vriska.
He's Yellow Vriska.
Yellow Vriska.
He's Yellow Vriska.
He's Vriska palette swap.
Yeah.
Oh god.
So
whatever. They're going up the magic stair lift and they get to see the big fancy murals.
And they see the Three Zune doing their thing, and Wei Wuxian's like, oh.
Yeah, oh, look at them. It's their celebrations of their words and deeds. And then he gets distracted by Wongi being beautiful, so he scoots up to him to be annoying.
He's so hankum.
Lan-chan. He's like, hey, Lan-chan, what's the headband mean? And he's like, I swear to God, Wei Ying.
How many times did they make you write down? Did they make you copy down our rules? And Wei Wuxian's like,
his voice actor is fucking doing the most in this episode. It's so good. He's like,
having a good old time.
He's having a good time, and he's so emotive, like, just the way he's animated. He's like, 1, 2, 3, 4, hold on. And,
it's like 5 or 6, maybe.
And Wongi's like, useless. Wasted.
Wangji's just like,
bitch, okay.
He's like, why do you ask? Wangji just,
why do I ask,
really,
indeed?
Bitch?
Yeah. Literally,
why do I bother
really,
asking?
Bitch. Yeah. He's just doing the fucking Bugs Bunny getting the cask of Amontillado 16-bit, for the love of God, please help me. And then Wei Ying is like, oh, you said a lot when you were drunk, Lan-chan. And
he's like,
for a second you can tell he's like, oh God, no, Jesus, please no.
He's actually freaking the fuck out inside.
Yeah. Oh Jesus, fuck, please God, no. And
I'm really excited at how well they were able to articulate that.
It's so fucking good. It rules. And then Wei Ying just goes, you said that you like Banui. And Wangji is like,
oh,
like, who doesn't love Banui, idiot? Anyway.
Literally.
They get to the top of the steps and they get out, and then Zhangsheng is here to be an asshole.
Yeah, he's literally just here to be a dick.
He's fucking here. Is this the first time he's shown up in this season? I don't remember.
Maybe? shit.
The perils of being 4 weeks behind. But whatever.
Yeah, I think so.
So he's here to be an asshole. He's like, hey, Han Guang Jun, he's your little boyfriend. Mr. Too Good to come to discussion conferences. Hope this guy's worth something. And like, I read in a thread not too long ago that was like about how somebody had posted it in the Discord about how like each character speaks, and it was like drawing on the novel, but they were talking about this exact scene, and it was basically like saying that the way Zhang Cheng is talking here, he's being like extremely sect leader rude boy. He's because like, so basically they're like, Zhang Cheng isn't close to the Lans, really. He has like no meaningful relationship with them, and they're in this like formal setting, so for him to be using the language he's using is like extremely aggressive and confrontational. But he's doing it because he's mad at Wei Wuxian, and he's like as always, but he's...
Yeah, I mean, what else is new?
Yeah, and like, he probably wouldn't be talking like this if he weren't so mad at this dude who he fucking knows is Wei Wuxian. And like, I'm not gonna say it's equivalent, but I'm thinking it's akin to like a conference for a bunch of executives, and like one of these CEOs goes up to the +1 of like some other company's CFO who he's loosely acquainted with at best, and going, who's this fucking clown? You ever bring people? Bet this one's real fucking special, huh? Asshole, idiot, fucker. Who's this? You don't have any friends.
What the fuck kind of shit is this?
Yeah, what is this?
What is this?
A funny, hilarious joke you bringing somebody here.
What is this contributing?
For what? And then, but then somebody comes up from behind and says,
Uncle, and Olyang's fucking, Olyang is hiding behind, Olyang literally goes to hide behind Jiggy as soon as Jiggy comes out, because it's, you know who it is.
You know who it is. He peeks out from behind him and he goes, choo choo. And I agree with another post I saw that was like, it's a crime that they made Jin Liang shorter than Jiggy for this scene. It's unforgivable.
God!
I want to see him taller than his little baby uncle peeking out from behind him. But he's like, choo-choo, and Zhang Cheng goes, oh, so I'm still your choo-choo, huh? Is that how it is?
And Jiggy's like, oh, please, Zhang Cheng, don't be mean to him. You spoil him more than anybody else. What's gonna happen if you're mean to him? You're gonna get him so confused. You're gonna traumatize him.
And then Jin Liang teams up with his little baby uncle Jiggy to guilt trip Zhang Cheng. He's like, he says, da-da-da, which is, that's right. And he's like, I'm not eating because I'm so scared and you're being mean of me, Juju. You're being so rude, Juju. You're being really rude. And then I'm terrified. I'm terrified, but I got behind my little uncle. And then he sees Wei Wuxian there. He's like, what are you doing, you jerk?
Literally, he's like, he spots Wei Wuxian and he's like, what are you doing, you? He immediately puts on the, oh, it's time to be disgusted by Mo Shan Yu face.
Yeah. And then Jiggy's like, don't be rude, my sweet precious baby boy.
Come here, my little birthday boy.
My little birthday boy. And then some off-screen nobody says ding 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 dinner time. So, Jiggy.
Ding ding dinner time.
Yeah, Jiggy's like, alright, everybody go inside, eat the dakimasu. And we get a big close-up of him doing bracket smile face. He's doing like, three mouth.
Fucking, okay. Is this when people are getting announced?
No, not quite. Well, yeah, kind of. It's like right before then. He does his little three mouth smile, and then as soon as everybody's not looking at him, he frowns. And then people start getting announced, and Wei Wuxian like looks behind him, and he sees Jiggy and Susha doing a fancy greeting.
You know who he sees? He sees fantasy vampire China Ariana Grande. That's who I realized Susha looks like.
You're right, though!
The ponytail, the eyebrows, honestly.
The eyebrows, definitely.
Like, she looks a little sweeter than he does. He looks like he's missing about 3 days of sleep a week.
He does. I mean, he totally is. He's got to stay up all that time to simp for Jiggy.
He's haunted.
He's haunted. Wayne Sean sees them doing like a secret handshake, and he's just thinking to himself, "Who the fuck Moling Sue?" And
Moling Sue?
Yeah, so sounds like a fake sect to me.
More like Mo Lick Suck. Get the fuck out of here. All right,
More like Mo Ligma Sue.
Mo Ligma Sue.
More Ligma Sack.
Okay, I think it's time for drink of the week.
All right, what's the drink of the week? Let's go.
Okay, drink of the week. 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 It's Arthur Metz's Gewürztraminer.
Ooh.
From Alsace in France. Alsace is interesting because it's right on the border of France and Germany. So you get a lot, like the city that it is grown in is Marlenheim.
Okay.
In France. So you get a lot of fusion of German grapes and French grapes. It's a really interesting area. This
Pretty
one
sexy.
is a white wine. It's lovely and full-bodied with a hint of a sweetness. It's very fruit-forward. It's got some flower petal rose notes to it. A little bit of a lychee. A little bit of a melon. And it's quite pleasant.
That sounds like exactly the type of correct wine to have in this episode, actually. We get so much fragrant palace ginsect bullshit. We get
and you know what?
Mr. Hidden Fragrance himself.
It's a pale golden color.
Exactly.
And it's got 2 cat hairs in it.
I may be covered in cat hair.
But I still taste good.
Which is also appropriate.
Do you like my Gewürztraminer?
How does it rank on the Gewürztraminer, by the way?
Right. This is the second Gewürztraminer that I've ever had. And it's pretty good. On a scale of 1 to... On a scale of Gewürztraminer to Gewürztraminer, I would definitely rate it like a solid Gewürz... Like it's the most Gewürztraminer that I've ever tasted.
We love it. The Gewürztraminer is going off.
Whoa, the Gewürztraminer going off the charts. Woo, 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 woo. Flavor alert, flavor alert.
I like the taste.
Thank you.
So, it's banquet time.
It is banquet time.
Wei-Ying is scooting again.
People are rolling in.
Yep. Wei-Ying scoots up to Wongi again. They're sitting next to each other, and he's like, "Aren't you worried I'm gonna make you look cringe?" And Wangji's like, "Don't worry about it. Just don't be and asshole.
Just be fucking nice.
Yeah, don't make trouble." And he smiles.
Yeah.
And then another off-screen rando is like, it's the big man and his wife.
Here they come, Jin Guangyao and Qinsu.
And she's so cute.
She's really pretty.
She's really pretty.
So they get announced, and Wei Wuxian, who is a little behind on the times, is like, "Oh, isn't that didn't her mom, like, really not want them to get married because of Jiggy's background?"
It's her dad now that didn't want them to get married.
Oh,
yeah. So that's an interesting change. And we just kind of get some shots. Zhang Cheng and Huai Song are sitting next to each other, and I smile.
Everybody toasts to his sick Liddy banquet.
Mm-hmm. And Sec Leader Yao blows some smoke up Jiggy's ass.
Yeah.
And
everybody's chugging.
And then people start doing gossip because that's what they do.
And they're basically like, "Oh yeah, it's so peaceful now that Jiggy's in charge. Like, I love it." And then somebody else is like, "But that fucking guy is coming. Didn't you hear about that fucking guy?
The fucking guy?
Didn't you hear about that fucking guy?
Did you hear about that fucking guy?
That fucking guy. They're like, "What fucking guy? You know the Yiling Lao Tzu. You know the Yiling Lao Tzu?
He summoned the ghost general, baby.
He summoned the ghost general." And somebody's like, "That wasn't the ghost. That wasn't the Yiling Lao Tzu."
Yeah, Susha. Remember Susha?
Susha.
He goes, wasn't Yiling Laozu.
He's so confident about it.
Yeah.
He lifts his chin up. He's like,
no, it wasn't yeah.
the Yiling Laozu, you fucking rube.
Me wise 1 million.
Oops, he's being wise.
Oops, I'm being wise all of the sudden.
Oops, I'm being wise all of a sudden.
Everybody's like, oh, it has to be somebody skilled in spooky shit, so they all start pointing at quote-unquote Mo Xuan Yu, who...
Yeah.
And they're calling him sus.
And Jiggy's like, now, excuse me.
Well, first, Sishui is like, but Sect Leader Zhang hit the whip on him, and it didn't do anything.
Yeah.
And Wongi makes benevolent emoji face, and he starts hand-feeding his pet Wei Ying.
He literally just starts, like kind of chopsticking food onto Wei Ying's plate.
Yeah.
Wei Ying looks over at him, and Wangji just kind of smiles a little bit. He's a sweet man.
And Wei Ying is like,
it's a silent show of support while everybody is kind of dumping on him.
Yeah, a silent show of gremlin in return from Wei Ying.
Yeah.
And then this is where Jiggy says, now everybody listen. Sect Leader Zhang has never been wrong ever in his life.
Yeah, I mean, the whip doesn't lie.
He would know.
So, oh my god.
He's like, now save your takes for tomorrow. Let's be nice. And everybody says, okay.
Let's not talk about my boy Mo Xuan Yu, okay?
He's fine. He's normal. I'm friends with him again. We're totally besties.
Yeah, we're good. Everybody at this banquet is besties, okay?
So true, bestie.
So true, bestie.
And everybody calms down and they eat. And then there's like a shot a little bit later of like after the banquet's over. There's a shot of like Zhangsheng talking to one of his disciples, and in the background you see Huaisong talking to Shichen and Jiggy. And I wish we got more of drunk Huaisong, but what are you gonna do? God.
Sweet Jesus. My kingdom.
My kingdom.
My kingdom for it.
Then we go to Wang Ji, and Ouyang Zijin comes up to him and says, "Thank you, Hong Guangjun, for being epic."
Thank you, Hong Guangjun, for my life.
Yeah, and then Wang Ji notices that he has a note stuck to his sleeve and it has dick butt drawn on it. But no, it's like I'm gonna be outside doing detective shit. And it's later, and Wei Ying is doing investigations outside. He says the words, "It sure is hard to find a head in this huge place."
Just ask Lan Wangji for it. He'll give one.
God.
He'll give it to you.
I mean, he will, though.
And he gets run up on by some jeans.
Yeah, Jin Chan, who is a cousin of Jin Liang, he throws a rock and then he comes up and says, "Yo-ho." And,
Hey, Mo Xuan Yu.
Yeah.
You're a little piece of shit.
Yeah.
You're a little creepy boy.
Hey.
You better get out of here.
You better get out of here.
And then guess who comes to his defense?
This is so fucking good. Well, okay, so Jin Chan is like, all right, you're cringe. It's time for us to kick you out again. Interesting note, he says that Mo Xuan Yu's only been out of the Jin sect for a few months, whereas in the novel it was like 10 years, so I wonder where they're going with that, if anywhere. But then Jin Chan is like, all right, boys, run up on him, give him a purple nurple. And then this is where the best thing in the entire show happens.
A little boy comes to his rescue.
Little boy.
The little boy's like,
"Hey, you better leave him alone, you bunch of numbskulls."
You bunch of jokes. He comes in and I put this in our notes, he's literally doing the fucking Twitter meme of the long, tall stick figure going, "You're being mean," and then the little Hangul character going, "WTF?" He's like, "You have to go through me and Hong Guangjun if you want to hold him, you'll be rude."
and they're like,
okay. All right, you're like 5, sure.
So what Wei Wuxian does next will shock you.
Or well, this is where we find out that Mo Xuan Yu was allegedly harassing Jiggy.
Oh yeah,
which they refer to as staring and bothering.
Staring and bothering. And Wei
then
Wuxian was like, "Oh, once again, what did he say?"
He's like, "Oh my god, Mo Xuan Yu, that is cringe." And then Jin Liang is like, "I'm gonna beat you up out of and he rolls his little sleeves up. And
he's about to do it!
He's ready to roll the fuck up! He's ready to throw down! And then it cuts to, like, some dipshit geese fighting. And then it's a boys' fight.
It's a boys' fight. So...
Wei Ying says, "Aya."
Jin Liang not doing very well.
No.
Not really doing great. So the guys kind of kick his ass. They think he's finished, and he goes back. Wei Wuxian comes up to him, and he just, at first it's like he adds insult to injury. Almost. He just,
the absolute madman.
He fades on him. Okay. So he takes it. He
puts him in like a half Nelson or some shit.
He takes his knee down, gets his arm behind him, and just waits.
Yeah.
Okay, and that, that's very painful.
Yeah. And then he goes, "Check this shit out." And
he's like, "All right, did you get it?" And Jin Liang's like, "What the fuck?
What are you talking about, Juke?
What are you talking about?" Yeah. And Wei Wuxian's like, "Okay. Let's do it one more time." Yep. So he goes in, he just like straight up attacks one of these Jin guys with the same maneuver.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Did you get it?"
He proceeds to effortlessly kick the asses of, like, these two large teen boy children.
Yeah. He's like, "Did you get it?"
Yeah, he goes, "You try it." And sure enough, Aliang runs in and he does some sneaky little moves. He learns how to sweep the leg.
I will say it takes 2 entire demonstrations for Jin Liang to finally catch up to what is going on and what Wei Wuxian is trying to do. Wei Wuxian is literally being like, "You just gotta fade on him.
You gotta fade on him." I mean, I can't blame him for needing 2 demonstrations, because the first one he's probably so stunned because what this man does next will shock you.
I mean, absolutely.
Yeah.
Not clickbait.
Not clickbait. So Jin Liang does a cool sweep of him leg, and he trips Jin Shan, and they all run away.
He does it. He gets his ass.
He's
and like,
I
want to fight.
Yeah, you better one.
And then
get out of here.
Get out of here, Joke. And he stands up, and his hair his little ponytail is like over his shoulder around to the front.
Cute.
It's really cute. He does a big flip of it, and he calls them a bunch of silly geese.
That's all they are. Just honking and making a ruckus.
Yep. And Wei Wuxian's like, that's it. I knew you could do it. Just keep kicking their asses. Keep getting into fights. And Jin Liang literally asks, "Why are you like this?"
He do.
And then he does like angry face, and he's like, "My little uncle says I shouldn't fight, but you telling me I should, you Twiggy? Are you Wei Ying, by the way?" And he says, "I'm whatever you want me to be, baby."
Yeah, Wei Ying's like, what do you think?
And
Jin Liang,
"I know you wouldn't wire me,
yeah,
so I'm just gonna drop it."
You too queens to wire me. You better leave my uncle alone. And then Wei Wuxian is like, "Girl, we're both bottoms, nothing to worry about." He's like, "I already told you I moved on." And we get like a montage flashback to him saying, "I would only fuck Hong Guangjun," back at Donphan Mountain.
And Jin Liang has like a brain blast that he never asked for.
Yeah.
He's like, Hong Guangjun.
Yeah, he does scared face because, once again, the same joke, Wongi is approaching from behind somebody, and so Comedy Wongi comes up, and Jin Liang does scared face, and he runs away because he's like, "Ha ha ha, and then he runs away. And Wei Wuxian is like, "Oh, uh-oh. Wongi actually here."
"Oh, hey, Hong Guangjun.
How's it going?" And he goes, Wongi's like, "Don't worry, huh? Already moved on, huh? That how it is? Okay."
Wow.
And then Wei Wuxian is like, "I think I'm going to change the subject." "I'm going to do the geniuses move."
He said, "I definitely don't want to deal with this anymore."
Yeah.
So Hong Guangjun,
how come the little boy has no friends? Doesn't Jiggy fuck? And
Hong Guangjun is like, "Yeah, but he also kills."
he fucked once, he is married, and he will kill again. He gives us the hot details about Jin Rusong.
The hot details are just Lan Wangji's version of hot, which are just like 3 words.
Yeah, what the public knows, which is that Jiggy and Shinsu did have a baby, but he got murdered because of a dispute over the observation towers. And Wei Wuxian says, "You really think someone would do that? Just go into the home of the chief cultivator and murder his kid?"
Yeah.
Yeah. He says cowabummer. And then we cut to the fragrant palace, the fragrant hall.
Full of farts. That's where everybody goes to fart.
Came here to fart. the smelly room. And Shinsu is in there, standing at her desk, and she's reading a letter that makes her puke.
It's a little pukey. It's a pukey type one.
Yeah, letter that makes you puke when you read it. It probably also has dick butt on it. And then she throws it to the ground, and we see just a little bit of it that says, "Your son's death was not ... And that's where the episode ends. So next time, we're going to take a look at episode 29, which is called The Venerated Triad.
Oh, baby. I am so ready. I'm so ready for just
wild
this
world.
Just this next slew of episodes. I'm just
Delicious.
Oh, beautiful.
Delicious.
Absolutely gorgeous.
It's gorgeous. I can't wait. So, with that being in existence,
with that out the way,
now it's time for the real shit of the show, as I like to call it. It's the Google Translate Essence Collection.
Time to go dumpster diving. The web equivalent of dumpster diving.
That's appropriate. I did go dumpster diving in one of my favorite websites, Baidu, again.
Yes.
I don't have a whole page this time, so don't worry. I just have some bangers. I just went around because I was just like, I wonder if anything new has happened in this good website, and I was delighted by what I found. So I don't have any themes or anything. Okay, I know, like, 2 years ago, we looked at Lan Shichen's Baidu page, because it was his birthday, and MXTX also, like, right around that same time said that he's a big ol' himbo.
Yeah.
So, it's like it, but, it's been 2 years, so I looked at his page, and there was a wonderful, just a piece of poetry in here. So this is a direct Google translation of, like, this is actually an excerpt from the novel. So it's a part where he shows up and it's describing him. And for whatever reason, they have it formatted like it's a fucking E.E. Cummings poem. This is so bizarre. So
Jesus.
We're going matter meter lads on this one. Check
matter meter.
Check this out.
Gentle and gentle, gentle style. Wire is whire, W-H-I-R-E, not to fuck up the flow, as jade, noble in character. Long body, ice and snow color. Frost and snowfall, and the moon is full of glory. Elegant, beautiful, and elegant.
Opa gentle style.
He's so Opa gentle style. He's just a gentleman. He's just a gentleman.
Long body.
Long ass body. Damn, that dude's body long.
He long, though. I don't know why long body, like, every time I see it, I want it to go into the word longboard. Which is appropriate because I feel like he would do that.
Body long like his fucking recorder.
Hey! It's appropriate. Wire as Jade.
Wire
I don't understand. I do not understand how this keeps happening with Google Translation. You would think, right, it's just translating a word and some syntax from one language to another. You wouldn't think there would be typos in it?
No.
You would think it's drawing from a database, but, like, I've seen...
Unless it's like... Here we go, conspiracy mode. Do, 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 do. So do you remember how the news broke recently that TikTok captions were, like, literally done by human beings being paid 70 cents an hour?
Yeah.
What if it's just the same thing with Google Translate?
It's somebody doing it in real time.
What we think is technology, it's just all run by fucking slave labor.
What if it isn't slave labor? What if they literally have, like, chimps in a basement just, like, banging away on keyboard?
And it's okay. I mean, it works out fine most of the time.
Thank you to all of the baboons in a storage warehouse somewhere.
The chimpanzees.
The bonobos, all of them who do the work for us, bringing us content.
So proud of that.
The gorillas working hard.
Really good.
In the content mines.
Gorillas grinding.
Can I tell you something really stupid about me?
What's up?
One of the things that always makes me lose my shit, it's one of the funniest things in the universe to me, is referring to, like, gorillas and any kind of great ape like that as a monkey.
Monkey?
Monkey?
Monkey? They're just big monkey.
I don't know why.
Big monkey.
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 They're monkey.
They're monkey.
They're just monkey. It doesn't matter how big a monkey you are, you're monkey.
It doesn't matter if you don't got a tail. You're a monkey.
You're monkey.
You're monkey.
We're monkey.
I look in the mirror and I point at my reflection and I say,
monkey.
Monkey.
Monk.
Monkey.
Monk. Monk.
Monkey.
It's true.
This is a podcast about saying the word monkey.
You can't deny the monkey. You can't deny the monkey.
Monkey, monkey.
Monkey, monkey. Monkey, monkey.
Stupid.
Yeah.
You know who you gotta shock the monkey. Donley Long voice. Ooh.
One time I got really high and I didn't realize my phone had corrected Donkey Kong to Donley Long, still
I don't think it even
proper noun auto capitalized.
I don't even think it auto corrected. I think you were just high.
Oh yeah, it didn't auto correct. That was the problem. It didn't autocorrect.
It was just Donley Long voice. Ooh. Ooh. Two O's and a period.
Ooh.
Ooh. Anyway, we got into monkey. Monkey.
Anyway,
Frost and Snowfall and the monkey is full of glory. Okay,
the monkey is full of glory.
All right, so this next one. Okay, so on every Baidu entry, they have like. Or I don't know if it's on all of them, but it's on a lot of the ones that I've seen. They'll have like a discussion post or something attached to it that you'll click on it, and it's like a takes piece written by so-and-so Baidu user.
Sure.
And it's like an analysis thing. It's like, what do you think about this character or whatever?
We love takes.
So, I forget what this takes piece was about, but this is the very first sentence of one of these, and this is just like an introductory summary of the whole story, so that they can segue into whatever it is that they're going to actually talk about. Oh.
It done scrolled.
Oh, god damn it. No!
Woo.
There we go. Okay.
Speaking of the devil's way, this is the story of a husband who works together to fight monsters and solve puzzles and collect the 7 Dragon Balls.
It sure is, dude!
Wow, bitch! Let me know more about your AU! Let me hear and give him talking about Monkey Tail.
Talking about Monkey Tail.
I thought a bitch who went Super Saiyan got a monkey tail had something to say.
Gone off the shit that gave me a Super Saiyan monkey tail.
Gone off the shit that gave me A Super Saiyan monkey tail.
Going off the shit that united the 7 Dragon Balls.
Hell yeah.
The story of a husband.
Just one.
Just one.
Just one husband.
You have to pick one.
I mean, the other 2 husbands that he had didn't make it.
Yeah.
Ultimately. So
Ooh, I don't even know if I don't remember whose page this was even on. I don't know if this is even about shit. I don't know who this is about.
Maybe it's about Zhang Fengmian.
It could be about anybody. He is very one husband. That's what happens when you're divorced.
He's just a husband. He was.
He's pretty fucking divorced.
He's fairly divorced, yeah.
He's decently divorced.
He's about as divorced as a married man can get.
He's definitely towing the line between fully divorced and somewhat divorced.
Like, he's been sleeping on the couch for 13 years.
Yeah.
Divorced.
Oh, 13? That's all?
30. He has slept on the couch every night in his life except for 2 nights.
The 2 nights where he got to sleep in his race car bed.
She allowed him to sleep in the bed after he impregnated her, and that was it.
It's just like, I can't peg you this entire marriage. I have to make a baby happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the time it was,
it
was race car bed, then couch.
Yeah.
She would give him the satisfaction of the race car bed on his birthday. Just so he knew that it was there and knew what it felt like to miss it.
He's a little race car bed boy.
He's a race car bed boy.
They're calling it sleeping in the race car bed now. Oh,
Yes.
He's sleeping in the race car bed tonight. You know what I mean?
Oh, God. Horrible.
Oh, God. That's, God, that reminds me of when I was, when me and my friend Catherine were, 14, and we were kind of, just becoming acquainted with what sex was, and we were, not quite horny enough to, understand everything that was going on or care completely, but we were still, we thought it was still tee-hee funny.
Yeah.
And we would come up with stupid euphemisms for it, and, one of them that we used for years was doing laundry.
Doing laundry!
You gotta do the laundry. They're doing the laundry in the other room.
Oh, shit. They're doing what's necessary.
They're doing what they
once a
must.
week. It costs you money sometimes when you don't think ahead.
Yeah. That's the nature of...
Sure.
Yeah, the laundry. Doing laundry, sleeping in the race car bed.
Using special products yields better results. I could keep going.
Don't forget to throw in a Tide Pod. You are using detergent, right?
Yeah, the ultimate prophylactic. It'll kill the sperm and everything else. Congrats.
My prophylactic Tide Pod.
You did it. Just literally, I wish. My God, if they made a prophylactic with just it was like a prophylactic lube inside of a Tide Pod and you just shoved it up your hoo-ha and it dissolved and then you were good, or it became an inner condom.
Oh my God. My gummy
and just stuck up in there, and you're fucking chilling. You and your little Tide Pod.
My gummy diaphragm.
My gummy diaphragm. Wow. I think I could be a millionaire.
I'm gonna bring this up with my gynecologist next week. I got this idea.
What if there was... So I got this... Doc,
I got this idea.
Doc, I got this... It's $1 million idea.
Doc, let's go half and half on it. Maybe 60-40.
What if it was a Tide Pod for your vagina so you couldn't get pregnant?
Take a Tide Pod. Make it blue raspberry and orange flavored. Make it into a gummy, like a fruit gusher. Right? But you stick it in your cooter. You stick it in your cooter and then it expands. And it gives you just a little bit of blue raspberry flavoring. Just enough to make it linger.
Just a kiss of it, yeah.
Just a kiss of and all your troubles are gone.
You don't gotta worry about no sperm going up in there. Spoim going up. None of that spoim crap.
Spoim.
Woo! You'd have a big mess on your hands if it wasn't for the Tide Pods.
If it wasn't
for the hold
gummy
on.
diaphragm, the fruit gushes diaphragm.
For the gummy diaphragm. If you're really in a pinch, you could eat one for a snack. It wouldn't do too much to you.
It's completely safe. It's meant for internal use. Scuzzy birth control executive is
hey
that's
wonderful.
The new character. Love it.
I wanna give Tide Vagina Pods away on the street.
And we
help people's lives.
We do live in walking distance of the Planned Parenthood.
Listen, I'm gonna let these people know.
I got this new birth control plot.
I got this new idea.
I got this idea. This is deranged. We still have one more of these fucking things to get through.
Great.
And this one, you'll see why this one is especially special to me. This is the start of another takes piece. So this is just right from the very beginning.
Oh, great.
And I think this one is actually from the Jin Guangyao page.
Oh, wonderful.
So don't be put off by the way it starts.
When I read novels, I always felt that Zhang was too miserable to be. A good fairy family, Yunmong Wonderland, turned into ruins overnight, lost home, and watched his parents die tragically with his own eyes. Wow, too miserable to be. Just the world's miserablest.
That is what I would say about Yunmong Wonderworld. Like
Yunmong Wonderworld. I love that. Alan Wonderworld, baby.
Fallon Wonderworld.
Fallon Wonderworld. It's all coming together.
It is. Chong's wearing the funny top hat. Chong
wow.
Brought to you by Yuji Naka. Malfunctioning horribly.
I like it. His whole life is malfunctioning horribly, if
That's
you think about it.
That's true! Damn, when you think about it, the real cutting analysis we needed all this time was just to simply step back, lean back in our chairs, and go, damn, Zhang is Balan Wonderworld.
Yeah.
We're all saying this.
Balan Wonderworld, baby.
Balan Wonderworld. Stupid.
That's that shit that we like.
Yeah, you know. Going off the shit that made Balan Wonderworld. Let's check out some questions, shall we?
Let's do a question.
On the off chance we have them. If you have questions for us and this, whatever, this podcast, if you can, podcast in scare quotes,
listen,
you can.
It's nice.
It's nice. You can send them to us on Tumblr at cloudrecessespod.tumblr.com/ask, or you can send them to us on Twitter at cloudrecesspod. Just the one recess. Just the one.
Just the one.
We don't need more than that.
Yeah, sure.
That's all we want. Or you can be a real original, like friend of the show Nish, and ask a question on our Discord.
Send a little Discord queue. Why not?
A little Discord queue. So here's question.
Okay.
Question.
So
Here, let me move.
Nish, aka Father Battle Axe, as he is currently. I have DC questions because I'm a superhero liker, but I'm 90% sure I've asked before. Nonetheless, if you want to talk about it anyway, if the characters were DC superheroes / villains, who would they be? If you're not into DC superheroes, you don't have to worry about it. There's a reason my name is said like Niche.
Ooh. Okay, here's my problem. You say to me the words DC superheroes, and what my brain immediately goes to is friends of the show, fellow Noisepace.xyz podcast 0 to 0.
Yeah.
Where they're watching the Snyderverse DC films. And I'm just imagining mapping the characters onto those terrible people.
Yeah.
Such as the horrible man of Ben Affleck Batman.
I just think about the Teen Titans.
Oh, that's better. I like
the
that.
Teen Titans, and I like the Young Justices.
The Young Justice.
So let me pull it up, because I admit that I'm not the most familiar with the DC superheroes. I've read through some stuff. For sure.
Yeah. Because I can tell you everything I know about I literally just said in the form of referencing dearest podcast of the us.
Very much a good...
It's good and fun.
Thing. That's that thing.
I am trying to imagine, like, the closest thing to handsome Henry Cavill. One of them would definitely... I don't know. Zhang Cheng kind of, unfortunately, has Ben Affleck Batman vibes to me.
Yeah, I would also say...
Which is a condemnation.
Okay, that means you know who Robin is?
Oh no.
It's Allian! I'm Wabim! Wally West, the Flash, isn't he kind of a smug dick? Am I wrong? Am I slandering his name right now? I have no idea.
I couldn't tell you. I know even less about this than you do.
I don't know.
Who's I can't remember what the fuck his name is. That's how bad he is.
Superboy. Oh my god.
Superboy?
So, yeah, he's like kind of a punk type one.
There's something super about that boy.
He's cute. He's really cute.
He's
like, look at all these people, and there's Batgirl.
There's a little redheaded green child.
She's the Miss Martian. And Robin and Nightwing and Beasted Boy. I think, oh, and there's the Blue Beetle. Yeah, the Blue Beetle and fucking Booster. I think Booster Gold.
You're asking me.
I think his name is Booster Gold. Probably. See, it's been too long. I used to be into it, but my brain is now.
Unfortunately,
needed all information.
That's how it is.
Lan Wangji is Raven.
I like that.
No, Wei Wuxian is Raven.
Yeah.
I enjoy Lan Wangji being like Nightwing or like one of the other serious type guys.
Serious type of guys.
You know who really needs to weigh in on this is fucking Colin.
Yeah.
Because Colin enjoys Marvel. Colin is more of a Marvel person, but Colin also has read DC stuff, and they're like the only person I know who would be able to put an opinion in worth a shit.
Worth a shit.
Nie Ming-Jue is Jason Momoa Aquaman.
Yes, this is
Thank
true.
You. That's all that matters, honestly.
We are going to have a very special guest on next week who I think can tell us a little bit about the worst DC iterations.
Yeah! So look forward to that special boy.
That's gonna be fun. I can't wait to ask the question of who's Jared Leto Joker of this media property.
You know who it is.
It's Susha, by the way. You know he would fucking send his co-workers dead rats or whatever in the fucking mail.
Hashtag
whatever
damaged. No, it's Chaeyoung.
Oh, God, you're right. Fuck. Oh, I'm foolish.
He's hashtag twisted.
Oh, he's hashtag twisted.
It's okay. We all make mistakes.
Oh, he's got the damaged tattoo on his forehead and everything. Oh, he's got all kinds of clown tattoos. Oh, he's got the horrible grill.
Mm-hmm. Yes, baby. Absolutely. He's your worst nightmare.
I'm wincing. I'm fucking wincing. That... I call very few things earnestly cringe.
Super cringe, though.
It's super fucking earnestly, genuinely cringe.
It makes you cringe.
It's cringe!
It's fucking cringe.
It's cringe. It's cringe.
Sorry about it.
To me.
It's cringe.
Dan Olsen voice, cringe. There's no other word for it. This makes me cringe. It's embarrassing.
Yep.
Horrific.
Was that our only question?
That is our only question.
Okay.
Unless we want to give a shout out to other friend of the show, Bodark at Trash Squatch, who says, Mommy October. Wait, that's not a question, that's a statement of fact, my bad.
It's Mommy October.
It's Mommy October.
We've decided now that Jing Wang Yao in a perfect world is also trans.
Yeah, many
is a MILF, thank you.
Many problems would have been solved if Jiggy gets Spiro. I'm just saying.
That's kind of it.
Yeah. Not all of the problems.
Many
I'm not going to go that far, but many will say this. Would transition have helped? Yes. I think so.
Yeah. 100%. So, we just are celebrating the MILF spirit.
Yep.
It's Mommy October, thank you.
Yep.
If you celebrate, thank you so much. Feel free to put your motherfucking hands up in the chat.
Charge the estradiol bomb.
Yeah, thank you.
It's good.
Absolutely.
Oh, all right. Why don't we clean up house here?
Yeah.
At the end of it, yeah. So we have a Patreon. We
do.
It's MrPatreon.com/podrecesses. If you give us $1 of treats each month, you can be a disciple in our Discord. That's your role. That's the tier. The name of it.
Yes, is your disciple.
Discaplay. You get access to all of our bonus content. You get to listen to She's a Good iPad, where you're in Scumvillain. You can listen to #BlessUp, where us and friend of the show Colin at Pagadish watch and discuss the Heaven Official's Blessing Donghua. You get commentary tracks. It's good. My hair flopped in front of my face.
It was very dramatic. It was very, very good as a little kind of a statement on the...
That was the punctuation.
The punctuation, that's exactly it.
It's the punctuation mark that looks like a strand of hair.
Yeah.
There's more, though. If you want to give us $5, you can do that, and you can be a sect leader of the show. You can get the bonus content stuff. You can get a little thank you shout out on the episodes. You can get a little mini print of NMJ saying some comrade shit. And if you want to give us an entire $10, you can get all of the stuff we just talked about. You become a chief cultivator of the show.
The chiefest.
Chief cultivator. You get all, I already said you get all the stuff we already said. It's 10:43 p.m.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're having to record this in 2 late night sessions. Blame acclaimed 90s funk rock band Primus for doing this to us.
That's true. Sorry about it.
Yeah.
I told my store manager who has Bon Jovi's Dead or Alive as her phone ringtone.
Wowny!
I hate it. And fucking I mentioned, she asked me if I was working tomorrow, and I said, "Oh no, I'm going to my first concert since the pandemic, since the panorama."
Since the panorama.
And I was like, I'm gonna go see Primus do
a funny impression of Rush.
Do a funny Rush impression, and she's like, I haven't seen Primus in so long. I'm so jealous. I was like, what the fuck? You're a corny ass. Okay, that's awesome. She's like, oh man, I'm so jealous. I was like, fuck, all right, she rocks with it. That's fine.
Hell yeah.
It's pretty cool.
It's good.
Okay, so yeah, we're very excited, and then, I mean, we're not going to be able to record because Roy still has to work that day, so.
Yeah. Whatever, what are you going to do? Why don't we say thanks to our sect leaders and our chief cultivators?
Let's say thank you really quick.
So, thank you.
So I'm gonna shout out on this day our $5 sect leaders: Lena, Audrey F, Elvier, name redacted, Essie, Rast, Tracy Ray B, SK, and 690 sect leader Sarah. Thank you for supporting us.
Thank you.
And a special big, huge thank you to our $10 chief cultivators of the show who were so kind to donate their $10 golden course to us every month. Scout, Colin, Caroline, Jay, Jenna, Rachel W, Milk, and Kirsten S.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Arigato.
We appreciate you.
We love it. We love you. Hey. Hey, thank you also to Noisepace.xyz for being the podcast network. Thank you, Sec Leader Matt, for putting up with us and giving our podcast somewhere to be. And I almost typed in just podcast when I went to go to Noisepace.xyz. Check out some podcasts. You can go ahead and you can listen to a little bit of perhaps Twink's Awakening if you want to hear about The Legend of Zelda. You can listen to Diet Coke and Lilith's House of Snacks. You can listen to Wow Cool Robot if you want to hear about Gundam Wing or any kind of Gundam. They're on Gundam Wing right now. That just happens to be it.
They have done so many Gundams.
They have done so goddamn many Gunbums.
And they have so goddamn many to go.
Gungan. You can listen. Hey, there's a new one. It's got friend of the us Audrey on it.
Does it now?
It does. It's about the Transformers franchise.
Oh, fuck yeah.
It's called Prime Cuts.
Prime Cuts,
Hell
baby!
Yeah. Go fucking for it.
Hell yeah, if you're a Transformers fan. I know
time.
I have a coworker who is a Transformers fan. I will be passing the word along.
Real Transformers heads know.
Real Transformers heads know.
Hey, my name's Roy.
It is?
It is.
Cool.
I'm on Twitter at _Benui_. I'm also at Yeeling Hypebeast, which is my Mode Outside blog.
Yeah.
I make funny posts on both of them. You can also check out my Creepypasta podcast, which is also a Noise Space joint. It's called Nana Roy's Nightmare and Era. We talk about Creepypasta. I'm doing an episode every week. Usually it's just every other week, but this week, this month, since it's the scary month of October, where Halloween happens, I'm doing weekly episodes, and
it's special.
It's special. Today, I recorded an episode about, Slenderman.
No! Don't say his name!
No!
Creepy!
Slendered man.
Bet you got into some kooky stuff.
Oh, it's wacky!
Oh my gosh.
It's wacky. Last time we read the very poorly written sequel to the Russian sleep experiment, it was really bad. You can also check out all the whatever other crap I do at royhub.card.co. Felon.
Yes.
Where can we find you?
Well, pretty much just Twitter.
Yeah.
I'm on Twitter at America's Burden. I'm currently locked. But 18 plus followers are welcome to request.
Yeah, come say hello.
Yeah, come say hello.
Hey.
I mostly just complain, but that's okay. Everybody does.
Hey.
Yeah.
It's a special week, though.
What's a special
It's a very
week?
special day, actually. Because we have the 2021 Fat Bear Week winner announced.
It's true. Congratulations to Otis.
Congratulations, Otis, for being the fattest bear of 2021.
Wonderful. Absolute job well done. You knocked it out of the park.
Absolutely.
That man is a fucking unit.
This is a national holiday.
Oh, hell yeah.
We love it.
I should have bought a cake.
Should have. Remember when you had that bear cake?
That was so wonderful. That was my 21st birthday bear cake. It was so cute. It was a little... I don't know if y'all have seen that picture of that bear chilling in the river where all you can see is his cute little head and his fuzzy ears
And his
little face sticking out and then his little feet.
Yeah.
And I got that put on top of a cake and it was very cute.
It was so cute.
It wasn't even the picture. It was like sculpted out of like a fondant.
A fondant.
It was the cutest cake I've ever eaten in my life. It was so
really
delicious
cute.
too.
It was so cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's pretty much it.
Yeah. Hey, one last thing. You can find Pod Recesses, the Us, the podcast at cloudrecessespod.tumblr.com and on twitter.com/cloudrecess. You get one pod. We're on the podcast apps. We're on Spotify. We're on Apple Podcasts. We're on, I don't fucking know what else. All the Pocket
Catcher,
Cast, yeah.
Pocket Cast.
If you got a podcast, if you got a podcatcher, we're probably on it.
We're on your mom's phone.
Yeah. Bam, 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 bam. Get dunked on.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
I think the people should like and subscribe and leave reviews
Please,
of the podcast. It would be good.
Call to action time. Like and subscribe. Please leave a kind review.
Smash that like button, YouTube.
Disrespect the shit out of that like button.
Take that like button down a peg.
Mr. Ballin said, order that like button, 6 pizzas, and tell the guy you'll pay at the door.
And then when the pizza guy shows up, you're nowhere to be found.
That's right.
Hell yeah. That's what you gotta do. Just disrespect the shit out of that like button.
Order 6 pizzas to the like button's house.
Uh-huh.
Tell him, paying at the door. Too fucking bad. You're doing dishes for 2 weeks.
Laugh.
Fuck you, like button. Just disrespect the shit out of that like button. But do it safely, sanely, and consensually.
Yeah. Also,
my nickname my nickname for this episode was almost Modal SSC.
God.
But none of the bondage action that happened in this episode was safe, sane, or consensual.
God.
So that would have been just a misnomer, I think.
We can save that for when we get to the incense burner chapters.
None of that was safe, sane, or consensual either.
Okay, we'll get to that when we talk about the very last chapter of the actual novel, yeah.
That was on the edge, but it was in good spirit.
They're doing them.
They're definitely doing them. Wei Ying just has a way about him.
He's got a Wei Ying about him.
He's got a Wei Ying about him.
I can't stand him.
True.
But you know what we say at the end of every episode?
We say, hamper bunny.
We say, why are you like this?
Why are you like this?
We say, you're all my nephews.
The devil has been solved.
Semper Bunny!
Bye. Bye.